Photosolar is at Intersolar. Let's go! Срещнахме стар познайник. За тези от вас, които са присъствали на SolaX Power Lab миналата година, сигурно го познавате. Това е Мирек, той е с мен и сега ще му дам думата, за да разкаже малко повече за новите продукти, които се представят тази година. So Mirek, I saw a lot of new things. Hi, a new Helio, new AI stuff, V2X, other new interesting things. Can you share some information?
Yes, of course, but we need to do a lot of walking, so let's walk in.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's go. So maybe first we start with the smallest one, and the smallest one that is new for SolaX is the balcony system. Of course, there are also micro inverters, a second generation already. But what's interesting, there's a balcony system which is already has let's say a micro inverter inside, because it can work with up to 4 panels, because it has 4 MPPTs, and one single unit like this has the inverter and 2.66 kilowatt hours of battery inside. Then you're attaching another battery and another battery and another battery, up to 6 units and up to 16 kilowatt hours of the battery system. And it can be placed, of course, outside on the balcony.
Plug it directly on your socket?
Yes, but this is for the microinverters. But you are also, of course, plugging this directly to your socket as it is plugged right here. You can see it. It's plugged directly to the sockets. Why it can be like this? Because it's only 800 watts or not more than 1000 on the AC output. And then there you have also an EPS socket. So this is also AC output for the EPS work, and can be powered all the time. So in case of grid gone, you can use that EPS socket only and keep the power for the house also.
Basically, I can use this as a balcony system.
Yes.
But if I go,
you can take it with you.
For a campsite or something like that on the mountain.
As long as it's charged, it will work nicely for you with this not more than 1000. No, it's connected everything because it's live working system. It's really heavy because it's
really
working.
Heavy.
But
maybe
you can go on that side.
For one person.
No, it's 27 kilograms. So it's still within the limit of carrying for one person, and it has 2 nice handles, so you can do it. But then if you attach this to another battery in another, okay, it won't be too heavy. It will be too heavy to take it with you, yeah. But that's how it is. This is stackable system, so you just attaching one on another one. You don't connect them anyhow on the outside, and all you have to do, just connect them with AC and connect them with the EPS, and then you have a running system. And if you have any PV panels, you connect him on that side. And of course,
IP65 rated?
Yes, and of course, if you have it in your house, not like an off-grid, but on the regular house, you need to have a meter. And there is a Wi-Fi meter, Shelly EM3 Pro, compatible with it. Very soon there will be another SolaX meter compatible with it, also Wi-Fi meter. And then you are just placing that meter where it should be, so on the place between the house and the grid. So the house, all the loads on that side, on the other side grid only, and then you can use it as a grid connected device in your home, having that meter connected. So then inverter knows where the house, where the apartment ends.
Yeah, very
on the electrical way.
Easy to use, easy to carry with you, let's say for a summer house.
Exactly.
Or campsite.
It is exactly made that for that purpose.
We can say that it's 2-in-1. It's a residential system, but also a pure off-grid system.
Yep. Great. That's it.
Great.
Okay, so we can move up on the power. We go to the low voltage system. Next station, low voltage system. So we're going up. It's from 3 kilowatts, right? It was 0.8, not more than 1 kilowatt on that balcony system. 3 to 6 kilowatt system, a low voltage old. We know we had those inverters before, but they now updated as another generation.
I see a huge display.
And there's a television there. You can play Angry Birds or watch your TV series
At least
there.
I can play Tetris on this display.
Yeah,
Sure.
Well, we go bigger with the display. It's good because customers first they want to have a display. Second, they want to have a big display so they can really see. Not everybody wants to have a look on the smartphones.
Yeah.
So that's the main difference. Still two inputs for the PV panels, so you can build two strings, and then you can bring your low voltage battery to inside, and then of course you can get, as always with SolaX, since 13 years you can get full off-grid work. It's no problem.
Quick question from my side. Is there a heating system into the battery?
Yes, it is. This is the version that if you can look at the side of this, it's called HS at the beginning, at the end. H means heating, S means screen.
So this can be installed outdoors also?
Of course, it can be installed outdoors because no problem with freezing temperature, no problem with water, and no problem with dust because it's IP65 or even higher. So
Great.
this is the low voltage.
Outdoor, suitable for small residential installation.
Yes, exactly. So low voltage, you don't have to be worried about the place you're installing it, as long it is under any roof, because we don't like when it is just on open sun, rain and snow. Give it any roof, please.
But this is a perfect solution for an budget-friendly residential system with low voltage battery.
Low voltage means lower price, but means also higher amperage. So make the power connection on with the proper thickness of the wires and secure everything with torque as it should be, and then you're gonna be fine.
That's very important, always very important. Safety first, as I mentioned.
Especially with the low voltage. Low voltage reads as a high amperage.
Yes. So let's move to the station
move
number
to
3.
another place. Station number 3, probably already known hybrid G4 Pro, but what's unique over here is right in here.
What's this?
Because this is the bidirectional EV charger. It can charge, of course, and it can discharge the car, but it is the first EV charger, bidirectional, that is doing this properly and is not making any hassle with car's warranty. Because if the car has any V2L function, it has this function on the AC side, on the Type 2. It doesn't allow to use DC for discharging. It allows to use DC for charging only.
But this device allows you to discharge the battery of the car.
But on the AC, finally somebody made it correct. And SolaX is again first to make it correct. So we discharging through car onboard charger. And the car knows that it is in discharging mode and maintains the lowest sock. Doesn't allow to damage the battery cells. Doesn't allow to go too low with the state of charge. Because you are using his function that is implemented and it's according to the warranty rules of the car producer.
Very important information.
If you use it on the DC way for the car that it's not allowing to do it, you are putting your customer at risk. You are putting your customer at risk of losing a warranty for the car.
Very important remark. I didn't know this.
So now you know.
Yeah.
So we did it correct. Because with SolaX is like if you have to do something, do it correct or don't do it at all.
So So this unit can charge your car with 22 kilowatts,
Up to 22 kilowatts of three-phase, and then can discharge your car according to what car your car is allowing for. If it's allowing for 3.6 only, then it's allowing for 3.6 only. That's it. We can discharge up to 7 kilowatts.
single phase.
It doesn't matter because it goes into the three-phase inverter and then comes back to your house as a three-phase AC power, because we are discharging AC up to here, then we can transforming this into the DC, and we are going into the batteries, into inverter as a battery system.
So that means that the energy flow between this device and this
It's
is
DC. It's DC. That is the only DC that we are using for discharging car. But AC is over here. That is the difference, because only that is allowed by 99% of the V2L cars on the market. There are just few cars who are under some condition are allowing to DC discharging. They're just not popular cars. All the popular cars that have V2L functions, they have V2L functions on AC way only, using onboard charger, not skipping the onboard charger. So DC discharging is fooling a car and skipping the security, levels.
All the safety
levels.
features,
Yes, exactly.
all the management system of the battery.
Exactly, and it can happen. It can end up with a warranty problem from the car manufacturers if something goes wrong with the battery
And
system.
it's compatible with all the new models.
Compatible with all the high voltage that has two battery ports. So, hybrid G4 Pro, X1 Base, and Ultra, X3 Ultra. And X3 Ultra coming soon. For now, G4 Pro and Base.
So I can connect batteries on battery port 1 and this device on battery port 2. That's
You can use your battery on port 1 all the time, but if you need to grab energy from your car because of something, you just activating in SolaX Cloud for the car, discharging, and he's starting to discharge on the way for your inverter. Inverter having another battery, producing energy for your house or even sending for the grid, but not over the power that the car that you have is allowed to discharge.
I can say that that's something really, really new and really, really interesting.
That is the correct way. That's how it should be.
This is not the new product, but it's a new version of an existing and well-known product. This is HS51, but what's inside the new version here?
The new version, now we produce only that new version, which is equipped with the optimizers. And the optimizers is made to optimize battery cells, to balance the battery cells between, and to balance the another modules that have been added to the system between in a quick and nice mode.
This increases efficiency.
Yes, and it makes that the battery system works better, longer, more. It will just make his work much better and longer, simply.
And we have also this fire suppression system.
Safety protection. There's a fire suppression system. That means there is a gas aerosol in there. In case of any trouble, the gas goes out and kills all the flames inside.
And of course heating.
And of course heating. SolaX is known as the first producer on the world to do battery heating. 5 winters already gone by, no problems. We have a heating, and that is again a heated battery, so you can be -20 outside. There is still spring inside. It has to be a good temperature, around 20 or at least around 15 degrees, or at least around 10 to work, to keep that battery running both ways, not just discharging. It's not the point to say, oh, well, we are working until -20. Yeah, what kind of work? Discharging only.
Discharging.
Sorry, so you're not working.
We're not talking about
You
the products from the neighboring booths. We're talking about these products.
Yeah,
And they are
I'm standing on one leg, and I'm good. how long you can stand on one leg, right? So
Good example, yeah.
so that's the difference with SolaX solutions, that they're simply working. They're made to work with no problems. So well, and there is a 5-ton crash resistance, so the structure is that strong, so it can even last the 5-ton pressure.
This can be useful only in some...
It's just, you don't have to be worried that this is too heavy, because it's really very solid. And the IP66 means really no problem with the place when there is problem with it's too wet in the air, too much wet. Of course, you cannot put this in the swimming pool, but still, and we have vents on the back, so if there's any pressure inside, there is a pressure vent on the back that is releasing this pressure inside, but it's not allowing to enter anything from outside, so that's why we can say IP66.
So, just quick remark, minimum 2 modules for a single phase inverters,
yes,
and minimum 3 modules
for a
three phase inverters.
And what matters also, we have implemented a BMS. Of course, every battery system must have a BMS, or maybe except of the lead acid, but we have implemented an AI-based
AI
BMS.
everywhere.
Yeah, but why we do it? Because the LFP battery cells, between I'm discharged and I'm fully charged, there is a really small difference of the voltage.
Yeah.
We are measuring the voltage and temperature on every single battery cells that we have. But the years are going by. On the very first year, your algorithm is very good, but after 5 years, your original algorithm maybe not that good. So that's why you have AI. He's maintaining, he's controlling, and he's learning. Because longer the battery is working, the difference on the cells can be bigger or smaller, and the AI means that you can balance the cell together, you can keep them in a good health, because you are much clever, because you're still learning.
So the idea to implement the AI inside is just to protect the long-term investment in these batteries, so the user can be relaxed that these batteries will...
So state of charge will be more accurate.
Yeah.
It will be not, it charged to 100 and then it dropped down to 97. No, because if there's just regular old type algorithm, it could happen like this. It stopped when the one cell was 100, and then it recalculated and it showed that it's 97. Now with the AI, this is going to be balanced, and there will be no such a reduction after, because AI takes care of this kind of a job. And
more energy, more reliability,
Exactly.
More sustainability.
And state of health also. In 1 year, everything is clear. But what's going to be in 3, 5, 7, 10 years? You have to calculate your state of health.
Yeah.
And don't calculate it on basically on one cell that is the weakest one, right? You have to put everything under consideration. So that's why you check in and checking and checking and adding to your database and checking again to have a more accurate readings and to put the information to the monitoring as real as it is possible. So these are small changings. I know AI everywhere, even in my fridge, but it does work.
Sometimes it makes sense to have it.
The smaller area you're using this AI for, more specialized it is, better it is. So station number 5, here we are, our biggest hybrid inverter. What's unique? Not only the bigger power, it's interesting. You still have 2 battery ports, so you can connect 2 battery
And new
systems.
batteries also.
There are new batteries, 16 kilowatt hours each battery, and they are stackable batteries, so you don't have to build any racking system. You can just click on one on another one, no wiring in between. There's just a wiring between BMS BMS and the inverter, and imagine yourself 16 of those units, so it's 250 something kilowatt hours, over 250 kilowatt hours.
But these are for indoor use.
That's unfortunately these don't have heating. You can use them only indoor, but just to keep the price as low as possible per kilowatt hour.
But
Even
for
still,
CNI is very suitable because usually they need more storage power.
Yep. But if you want to go outdoor, you're using cabinets.
Yeah.
If you want to go indoor, you're using split solution, and that is all. And you're still looking for a good price, even though it's a high voltage system. So here it is, easy to install, working solid, easy to build a big system, but still with a good price. What's interesting in this inverter, apart of plenty of MPPTs, 2 battery ports, lots of communications. Hey, there are grid and EPS ports over there. So guess what's here? A generator port, like in the low voltage systems. It's a dedicated gen port, so you can connect generator straight over here, or we will see how it will come at the end with the features. But maybe you will be able, as with the low voltage, connect other things over there. But for now, let's say it's for the generator. So first high voltage system from SolaX to have a generator port. Also low voltage, that's a standard. With the high voltage, that's something new and unique.
So let's start talking in megawatts or megawatt hours.
Yeah, we came to the biggest solution, so that's a station number 6. And this is our smallest container, but also a biggest solution for just a regular grid voltage. So for 400 volts that you have in your 3-phase system, any building you have with this, you can use it straight like this. This is the 1 megawatt hour of capacity of batteries and 500 kilowatts of the PCS power.
And the PCS is just behind me?
Yes, PCSs are right over here. You can see them here. So that's how it looks like. No, sorry, the PCS not over here. PCSs are right there. Here, 4 PCSs here. That's the cooling system. Down here we have PCSs, 4 times 125. They are the same PCSs are we using in the smaller trene, and they are the same PCSs are we using in the Ori system, because they are very good PCSs.
This is absolutely complete solution.
That is unique, nobody has it, and you can place it in any building that is using just normally, no transformer, no step up, step down transformers, or step down and step up. You just don't need any extra transformers, no extra cost, and having this kind of kilowatt hours, 1 mega, saves you a lot of space, saves you a lot of money for transportation, and saves you a lot of money for preparing the foundations for this,
This replaces 4 pieces of the regular 250 kilowatt hours units, which are on the market now.
Yeah, so that thing is, and of course, like all of our Trene and Helios, they can be combined with Nexus Zero, which is a huge cabinet, a switching cabinet for work off-grid and on-grid, and it is doing this in 0 milliseconds. So that means
not 10, not 20, just
0 means 0, and it's really happening in 0 milliseconds. There's no difference, not even a half of a wave of the sinusoid of the alternating current is missing. Everything is fluent. No matter how sensitive your device is, won't notice.
And with Nexus Zero, we can have this with 5 Q
because the biggest Nexus Zero is 1.25 megawatts. So you can put two of those to one Nexus Zero 125 mega, and it will switch two of those into 0 milliseconds into off-grid mode. How about that?
Impressive.
Yeah, that's SolaX. That's the usual day.
And what's behind me?
That's AC coupling section. So you are just bringing, that's a lot of power. So you are bringing all the connections over here, and that is the cooling system. Place it over here. So it is separated. See, those chambers are separated fully from each other. The cooling system works for this, and the PCSs, they have their own cooling system on air, basing on air. Here we have liquid cooling system done for those batteries, again to keep them on a 3 degrees of Celsius difference.
The lower one and the top one.
Yes, because that makes the battery run longer, better. They are working always in the most perfect conditions for them.
Nice, but I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have bigger ones?
The bigger ones, yes, we do have but these are container, really, this is the small container, it's 10-foot container. The bigger ones are right behind us, and the bigger ones are for the grid forming system, so they are not working with any building directly. They need transformers, and it's all designed and tailored for the projects.
Okay.
Those you can buy like this.
Let's
bigger
see
one.
them, and this will be our final
7.
stop, number 7
Yeah.
in this. We are shooting now wide angle because this thing is huge.
It's big. So
What's inside this container?
these are the battery container, 5 megawatt hours of the battery system. Same batteries as you saw there, you know?
Yeah.
At the Trainer XL. It's just in a bigger container, and it is working in an ORI family, an ORI system. ORI means containers only. ORI means grid forming. ORI means working for unlimited paralleling. There is no 5 or 10 limit. You can build whatever you want, but this is only building, customized building, you know. So you are getting a container with battery system, 5,
Then
and you adding another 5, another 5, and then you are getting another container with PCS system. And those PCSs can come in 3 different sizes: 2.5 megawatts of PCSs, 5 megawatts of PCSs, and 7.5. Of course, there are small variations, but there's no point to mention them. But on the base, there are 3 sizes for the PCSs power, and there's the same PCSs. They're just working on 690 volts. That's why they are more powerful.
And more efficient, maybe?
More efficient, but that's why they always need a transformer. Of course, if you're using our dedicated solutions, so you have a transformer to step up for the middle voltage transformer, which is from 6.6 kilovolts up to 35 kilovolts. It's also again customized for the customer according to the project. But you can also just put it down on 400s, but you will have to get that step down transformer, and you could adopt this big solution with this step down transformer for the huge, I don't know, manufacturing plant that you have, and you need that kind of a storage, let's say 10 megawatt hours.
For utility?
Yeah, but this is mainly made for utility. This is mainly made to be combined with the big PV plants, with forming a grid, with doing this on a huge scale. That's what we do on the small scale. Here's a totally different planet of doing and making things. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for all the information that you provide, and I hope to see you next time in our next SolaX Power Up event, maybe this year or maybe next year, who knows?
All you have to do, just invite me.
You're invited now. Това беше всичко, надявам се, че ви е било интересно и до нови срещи.